What up, though, and welcome to Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk, presented by Lions Nation Unite. And it's a What Up, though Wednesday, baby. Today we're going to talk about, did the Lions go too hard on their celebration on Sunday? And, you know, my man, Coach Mike, going to say, hey, man, was Iffy's injury a blessing in disguise? We'll talk about that. And my man, LL, said, hey, man, we got a salary cap increase coming up in 2022. How is that going to affect the Lions? All that and more. Before we get into that, I got to bring in the man, the myth, the legend. Man, hey, you know, the ladies want him. The men want to be him. My man, LL Cool Tones. What's up, my dude?
What's going on? Good morning, Proud Nation. And what's up, everybody?
Hey, you know who it is. Who?
Coach Jones. Who is Coach Mike Jones? What's going on, Lion fans?
Let's get this thing started.
Right now.
Let go.
It's Detroit Lions Talk, baby.
We're going to get up, and on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Yes, sir. We in the deep. All right, welcome back to the show, people. As we all know, the Lions went hard in the paint, celebrating the game on Sunday, that win. Mike, you were there. But there's a narrative that the Lions celebrated too much, like they won everything, like they won the world champion. So what do you think about some of this narrative that the Lions celebrated too much on Sunday?
You know what? I don't think it's anything, man, because you gotta think that's the first win of Dan Campbell, Bard Holmes, that whole staff being together, all those rookies are on the team, though, you know what I'm saying? Like that. That's a blessing in disguise, man. You know, Penei Sewell, that's his first NFL victory. So when you bring it all into one, you realize that that's a lot of people's first victory. Okay. So yeah, it's worth celebrating. Right. It's worth celebrating. It's not like we got a bunch of veterans and and a bunch of guys who've been there before. A lot of these guys are first timers, players, coaches, staff. So yeah, man, celebrate, rock out, man. And then and then Tuesday, get back to work. You know, that's how I feel.
Right. No, I agree. I thought it was like a video or something. 'Cause I know I heard I've heard the phrase like Dan Campbell wasn't very gentle with Miss Ford Hamp, but honestly, I think people that saying they celebrated too hard is just, I ain't gonna call them no names, but they just need to not talk about the Lions. How about that?
Right.
Like a lot of this stuff, like I see it, they acting like they won. They're in the Super Bowl next year. It's just like, it's okay to just shut up. Like a lot of people that's saying all this don't even watch football, don't care much about the Lions. So you can just stay out the Lions business, man. We won. Yeah, we gonna act like we won one game. Like you just said, like it's a lot of people's first game. It's the first game of the year. For me, it was, I wore sunglasses at the chain. I was gonna do that regardless. I've been waiting to do that this whole season for our first win, by the way. But it's like, what else do you expect? You know what I'm saying? Like we don't get to go. We don't have to go 0-16. We don't have to be the first team to win 16 twice. Or all of the negative superlatives, if that's really a thing. All of the negative add-ons that you could say, we got rid of a lot of those. So that's what the celebration was more about to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, well, we ain't gonna be owing this and we ain't gonna be that and blah, blah. Yeah. But it wasn't like we threw a parade or something. So, if you don't like it, man, just like something else.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's Mike Valente inspired.
Yeah. Now, you have this article. Now, I picked this topic because my man, and shout out to my man, Luke G, he shared this article on Twitter. The headline is, and it's by Andrew Kula, written on December 7th. It's Sheila Ford Hamp and Dan Campbell's post-game celebration was embarrassing for the Lions. He said, you would thought the Lions just won the Super Bowl at the very least, their first playoff game since 92, giving a celebration in the locker room after their first win of the 2021 season. You have thought Dan Campbell led the 1-10-1 Lions to the pinnacle of the sport. He said, celebrating is fine, like they just won the Super Bowl, though. Well, that's a little bit Pop Warner. There's an old school football saying regarding celebrations that you should act like you've been there before. Well, hell, they ain't been there before. You know what I'm saying? They ain't been there before. Here's the thing. This is Sheila Ford Hamp's first win as the owner.
Right.
Exactly.
And then here's my other thing. They were playing emotional game because they were doing that for Oxford as well. So you think about all those narratives in there, and we're the first team in league history to lose by 3 walk-off victories.
Yeah.
I meant to add that in, man. Look at all of the almost that we had this year. Was it victory was snatched, or the victory was snatched from the? You know how I'm saying it wrong, but you know how the flip on it. But we've been almost there a lot this year.
Yeah.
You know what? I think that you know what? I'm gonna start handing out complimentary eye jammies. That's what I'm gonna start for every person who on there who got something to say about the line. I'm gonna start handing out complimentary eye jammies to everybody. Mike Valente, you the first on my list, bro.
Yeah, Andrew, you know what I'm saying? Here's my thing. Do you even watch the line? You probably look at that video and was like, let me write an article on this video because I just think it's whatever. I'm gonna write my own narrative to it. But there's a lot of things that were in place. Jared Goff's first win without Sean McVay. You know, look at that. You know what I'm saying? And this spread so wide. And his girlfriend was like on the Sports Illustrated swimsuit shoot, and she was celebrating out there. She took a break from her job to celebrate her boyfriend's victory. Come on, get out of town, man. We know that we didn't win the world championship, but everything that's been going on wrong with the Lions this year, and the things that has been going on in the state of Michigan with the Oxford tragedy and everything that's just surrounding this team, celebrate it. You know what I'm saying? Pop a little champagne and get back to work. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that we had you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a parade down Woodward Avenue. We celebrated on the field, celebrating in the locker room. You know, Sheila Ford Hamp is little. Dan Campbell is huge. If he gonna hug her, it's gonna be one of the things he gonna pick up, you know what I'm saying? Because she's so little. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, hey, you know what I'm saying? Go watch somebody else, man. All right, if you like this content, share the video, like the video, comment on the video. It's one of those things. We on that march to 4,000. Get on the bus, Gus. Get on this train, Wayne. Get on the ride, Clyde, and hang out with your crew right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. And thank you to everyone who has welcomed us back. You know, it's been a tough road for us right here on the show, but we appreciate you. We're going to continue to bring you this content till the wheels fall off, man. But now we got a test for Hank Fraley in the offensive line again this week. Offensive lineman Evan Brown, the center, backup center, you know, coming in, doing a good job replacing Frank Ragnow this season, is on the COVID-19 reserve list. Now, with that being said, you look at this. It is one of those things where we could be missing this guy on Sunday. Now, here's the deal with the COVID-19 protocols, right? If he is vaccinated, all he has to do is go back to back with negative tests, and he can be back with the team starting Thursday, tomorrow. All right. However, if he is unvaccinated, which we still don't know because the league doesn't release that information, he will be removed from the facility for at least 10 days, which means he will not be able to play on Sunday. That'll put the center really duties on Ryan McCullum. We signed him in the offseason. He came over from the Houston Texans. So he will be our center on Sunday if Brown can't go. I hope he can, because Brown's been doing a good job. LL even said, you know, what do you think about, you know, got to start it? Nah, he ain't better than Frank right now, but he's doing a good job. But the Lions in a good move, what they did is that they protected Parker Ehringer. Okay, he's a backup offensive interior lineman. Just in case Brown can't go, you're going to have another backup because he plays center and guard if McCullum has to start. So he'll be the backup if Brown can't travel to Denver. It's going to be a rough sledding. But Hank Fraley, this is a shout out to Hank Fraley, because Hank Fraley, with all of the injuries to the offensive line, Hank Fraley be keeping those guys running. He keeps that scheme going. There's not a lot of big drop off, you know, when there is someone has to come in. So we're going to be tested again for that offensive line depth. Hey, I hope he can come back. I hope he can play, because like we've said, Brown has done a great job this year playing step in that role for Frank Ragnow, because Ragnow is one of the best to do it right now. He's one of the best in the league. So
top
to have a guy to come in and there's not really a big drop off, that's a big shout out to Evan Brown and to Hank Fraley and that coaching staff over there on the Lions in Allen Park. But hey, if you want to check us out and if you wanted to do it in one stop location, go over to Lions Nation Unite and check us out over there. You can go over, hang out. Our content is right there inside the app. So you didn't got to go to YouTube. You didn't got to go to Twitter. You know what I'm saying? We right there. We post stuff right there every day. You can go over and check it out, and you can watch all of our content and the content from other Detroit Lions content creators right there in Lions Station Unite. You know what I call it. It's the ultimate virtual hangout for Detroit Lions fans. Now, my man Mike said, it may be a blessing in disguise. What you got on that blessing in disguise, my man, Coach Mike?
Yeah, so I know we think injuries, you like, man, like the injury bug is not a good thing. But when you look back on it, we've had the development of AJ Parker, who he's done now. Then we have Jacobs, you know what I'm saying? I don't think either of those two would have gotten the shine that they gotten early on in the season if Iffy was there. You know what I'm saying? So now people got like, oh, Iffy probably would have got rushed into playing something, right? Probably rushed into playing position that he really wasn't all the way ready for. I think now if he comes back, right? If he comes back, he can play what he does the best. He can fit in wherever Aaron Glenn sees that he can fit, not have to be threw in because we ain't got nobody there. And I think that is going to allow Iffy to develop and become the true player that he can be. And it's just always nice, man, when you can play the position that you are meant to play and you're not thrown into the fire and you got to play something to replace somebody. So I think that was a blessing in disguise, and I truly believe that our secondary is something in the works that will be a shutdown secondary in a year or two, because we got a lot of young guys in that secondary holding it down right now, and they're not doing too bad of a job right now. I know Warrior got burnt a few times by Jefferson, but I mean,
they got something going on. They got a little rivalry going on. And I like it. I like it.
Yeah. So when Okuda come back next year, he can fit. He can go to where he's comfortable at being. Yeah, he might be safety. I'm just saying those guys can play positions that they're good at and not being forced into something because we ain't got it. So that's my take for that, man.
Yeah, and I think that it's a shout out to Aubrey Pleasant because he can interchange these guys. Take him from safety to corner from safety to slot, you know what I'm saying, outside, and he can teach them the techniques to make them successful wherever he needs them in Aaron Glenn's defense. So that's a testament to my fellow Flintstone. You know who he is, R.B. Pleasant. That's how he gets down. Mike, what you got on this March to 4,000, my dude?
Hey, everybody, click that like button, click that share button, click that subscribe button. Help us out, man. We're trying to get there, baby. We're trying to get there. 4 of them. We're trying to hit them with that 4-piece, man. Trying to get to 4,000, man. Do your boys a favor.
Yeah, definitely. Now, you know who he is. He's the ladies' pet, the men's regret. You ain't seen nothing yet. LL Cool Tours, talk about that ching, that cheddar for next season. What you got, my man?
I just want to say this. Shout out to Curt Steele, man. If ever I make it to anywhere where I have to have somebody present me, you gonna be there, man. As long as we both around, you'll be doing that. I appreciate it. But no, my news rumors topic on this What Up Though Wednesday. This will focus on the salary cap is expected to increase in 2022, and what exactly does this mean for us? And I'm going to read some excerpts from, I just like that word, some excerpts from an article, Lions Wire, again, over there at USA Today. But just a little bit of it says, after seeing the NFL salary cap go down from $198.2 million in 2020 to $182.5 million in 2021 due to COVID-19 pandemic's impact on the sport, the cap is widely expected to head back up higher than ever before. So per NFL Network's Ian Rappaport and Tim Pelissero, The 2022 salary cap is expected to go up to a maximum agreed to by the league and NFLPA. The figure for 2022 is a rich $208.2 million, with another increase expected in the 2023 season. Those numbers are expected to be confirmed next week at the NFL's annual labor seminar. For the Lions, it's a boon to free agency shopping the team is widely expected to do after the season, which I'm personally not really expecting, or hoping them not to spend that much. But the new cap figure, right, the new cap figure would give the Lions just under $40 million in actual cap space. The exact number per sport tag, I'm not going to get the exact number, but it's like $39.82 million to spend. There'll be a little less than that in reality. The cap accounts for the top 51 contracts on the team, but the Lions won't have 51 players on the contract once the season ends. When factoring in the rookie draft picks and players needed to fill the 53-man roster, Detroit's effective cap space drops to 21.1 again per sport tag, and that's as of December 6th. And those numbers are subject to change. The Lions will rank in the middle of NFL pack and available cap room, but they do have one advantage. Safety Tracy Walker is one of a few starters with expiring contracts who is expected to command a substantive contract, be it from the Lions or whomever else. Detroit will also have the ability to drop some pricey veterans to free up cap space if needed. That last line, that's why I want to read all of that. To me, that's the most important. We can get rid of some of the things that might be holding us back a little bit. Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's definitely what I'm speaking about. But and things like that. So I'm excited. I'm anxious to see exactly what they're going to do. One of the things that I really wanted to do, I wanted to keep Tracy Walker around, and like you said, just sign the guys that they feel that we already have. Mm-hmm. But if they're expecting another monumental jump in 2023, and that's supposed to be, that's going to be the year that we're looking to really take a step forward to, not aiming for the number one pick. But, that's what I'm really looking for. I'm really looking to go out and get some pieces then. But what do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I think we need to sign the guys we got. Definitely think about the guys that we have, and we can get them on a hometown discount. Look at the undrafted free agents, right? Those guys only sign a 1-year deal. They're not signed, past this season when they're undrafted free agent. So you got AJ Parker, like you just said, the phenomenal one. And then you definitely have my man, Jerry Jacobs, the budding star. So you got some good young talent you can cultivate, sign them for cheap. You can go ahead and make Tracy Walker a good offer on his contract. And Disner, that dude do his thing. Mm-hmm. Disneyland, he what I call it, Disneynomics. He do his thing, so he'll get that contract right, and it'll be a cap friendly deal for the Lions. So I think that will be okay.
If I could meet, people from the staff, Disner is one of them, because I took account and I did actually well once. I had a better instructor in college and stuff, but. Mm-hmm. I want to know, I just want to, because it's a lot. There's a lot of the nuances that I don't know. I was just speaking to you and Jim, y'all was a little bit more knowledgeable on that. Because I'd be like, oh, cut them and go buy some whiskey with the money. Y'all like, nah, you're going to have to pay, and I'm like, yeah. But, just the intricacies. I want to know more on that.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah, you have to take into account dead cap money, what the team is going to be liable for if they release them, or even if a trade, because you still have guaranteed money that's accounts toward your salary cap if you trade a player, because all the bonuses and that has to be paid by the prior team, not the team they're going to. So if say Jared Goff, right? So say if we try to get rid of him this year, right? Remember we restructured his deal and made a lot of his money this year bonus money to free up some cap space. Mm-hmm. Guess what? If we traded him or released him, we would be on the hook for all of that money that the guarantee money for the bonuses. So it's just one of those things. We'll see how Mike Disner is going to do with the cap space. I'm pretty good with us still being in the middle of the pack. Not carrying some big contracts. I think, like you said, Trey Flowers, and since there are going to be some veterans we're going to get rid of.
He got to go back home to daddy.
I think the one guy that's going to stay around, actually has to stay around, is Michael Brockers. He's going to have to be on the roster, because remember, we got another draft pick for him, and that's not even till 2023. that draft pick we got for him. So he may be around for another year or two. And I think I would be okay with that with his veteran leadership. I know his role will be diminished, but his leadership in the locker room is key for the Detroit Lions.
Mike had something. What you going to say, Coach Mike?
I was going to ask you, how much is the franchise tag for a safety?
Oh, you got to. I had to look that up because you have to look at the top.
Because if you go,
it comes off of the franchise tag comes off of the top percentage of the
top 5 or the
top
10.
Five. I think it's the top 5 or top 10 safeties. Their salary, so it's an average of those, and that's what the franchise tag will be for those. The average of the top safeties in the league. I don't know that right now off the top of my head.
I don't want them to tag them because
I want them to sign them.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just thinking that, in 2023, if we're expected a higher cap, then we could franchise tag him for a year and then work on that deal per se, and then signing. You know what I'm saying?
That's an option, but the franchise tag is going to cost you more than to me. It costs you more with the franchise tag than it does signing him.
Get him now while he's a little cheaper anyway. Sign him to a better deal, like almost kind of like Romeo Quarry. Like I thought we was going to end up franchising him, but we ended up, giving him a decent sized deal.
Yeah.
That's so something similar. 2 or 3, or 3 or hopefully a little bit longer, 3 or 4 years. Around 8 or 9 or 10 mil. If that's safety salary, I'm not too familiar with that.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping
definitely. For. Hey, if you're gonna get yourself some Lions gear because you're gonna do it, and it's the holiday time, so you want to get some Lions gear for your family, go over. I'm rocking that. Fresh cap because I always got to do that. Go over to fanatics.com. The link is in the description. A portion of the proceeds from that link go to help us grow the content on this channel. So go over and check it out. Fanatics.com. You can get all your gear. If you just don't want to get some Lions gear, you can get some Pistons gear. Well, they suck. You can get some Red Wings gear. You can get some Tigers gear. And you can get like Coach Jones got on. He can get some Michigan gear over there at Fanatics.com. All right. So now it is time for us to do what? Zip our lip and go ahead and check out what you had to say about yesterday's show. It's the comment cards, baby. Let's get into it. So first off, we got Dan Spanos. Dan is a friend of the show. He said, I wouldn't mind if we ended up with the number 2 pick. We're still guaranteed either Thibodeau or Hutchinson. I'd be happy with either. Honestly, the best player for us is Hamilton. I think a lot of people are kind of saying that, but I wouldn't feel comfortable taking a safety with the number 1 overall pick.
I feel like, and this is a joke, this is 100% facetious, but I feel like on number 2, it just defeats the competitive nature, man. If you want to be number 1, baby, if we don't do it, we got to do it. It's a commercial out there to say, even when you do it wrong, do it right. If you're going to do it all the way, man. Don't end up with number 2, even though we would still get, one of those 2 great players, but go for number 1. The next one, Austin Rich says, if Dan Campbell didn't go for the 4th and 1, they wouldn't even got the ball back. The Vikings had no choice but to get a touchdown. And Detroit had a chance to win the game the same way they've lost 50% in the last second score. Exactly, Austin Rich. Thank you for that.
KC Bay Boy, wishing your team to lose will always be crazy to me. As a competitor, I will never try to lose. Draft pick be damned. Laugh out loud. And listen, man, it's not that we like, oh, we just lose hard. Like, it's like this, okay? Let's say, I'm real quick. Let's say you got a high school football team, right? And you got 5 seniors, 20 juniors, and 20 sophomores. And then 2 of those seniors get hurt. Okay, so now you got 3.
Let's say 4.
Yeah, that's a core. Yeah, so now you got a core and Ragnow. So now you got 3 seniors, okay, a bunch of juniors and a bunch of sophomores. Man, it's gonna be some tough sledding, right? You know it, right? You more looking forward to what you're gonna do next year, even though you're not really saying it. So I mean, hey, it is what it is, man. We're not wishing nothing bad upon the Lions like that, man. We're just wishing for the best draft pick possible.
wishing the Lions well all of these years has gotten us exactly where it's gotten us. So maybe wishing us, and this is still a form of wishing as well, because we just want a better pick to be better in the future. So You know, once again, if stay a well-wishing as far as record, you know, where you need to be at now. So many people are so upset with people's record predictions in the beginning. Now they're so mad that we lose, and just let it go, man. Let us do what we gotta do, man. In 5 years, you know, then come talk about what this season did.
Yeah.
All right. King SJ says, welcome back, gentlemen. There's going to be some trial and error with MCDC calling the plays. I agree with that. But assuming Lynn does not return, I hope Campbell recruits a good offensive mind in the offseason. Okay, glad we got the W against a division foe, another reason we celebrated so hard, and threw a wrench into Minnesota's playoff hopes. I'm glad as that as well. I don't recall the Lions recently playing spoiler like that, especially within the division. We have not. Okay, and he says, R.I.P. Jim. You know we love you, baby. What you got?
R.I.P. Jim. You know. But yeah, Mike and Chris G says the Zebras look real close at everything the Lions do. Campbell has progressed, but sometimes he's too aggressive. Wins left, they can beat Atlanta. Oh, I see it. The wins left, they can beat Atlanta if Green Bay can sit starters. They have a shot at 2 more wins. Win, screw the draft position, win. Mike and Chris G, I love you. Good morning. Have a great week. We already here, man. That's what 2 wins gonna do besides take us out of position of what could, you know what I'm saying, a better thing. So, you know, just applesauce or whatever it is you need to relax, you know, and just let us go ahead and ride this one.
Applesauce.
Yeah.
You fool.
3 wins versus 1 win. Man. I don't get that. But you know, I feel what y'all saying. Y'all always want to see y'all team win, but man, don't let 3 wins take us out of the running. Doug Prince 72 says it's fair to say that our DBs have grown up this season. Yeah, they growing, man. I agree.
Yeah.
In my eyes, they are a full season ahead of our number 3 bust and attitude problem, Jeff Okuda. Jeff's attitude and verbally battling with Aubrey and other coaches does not speak well for Jeff getting his number 1 spot back. I think he's not going to get his number 1 spot back because of injuries. He's going to probably, like Curt said, probably go to safety. It just all depends on how he recovers and stuff like that, man. Because like I said, you got 5 years, 4 years plus you can keep him an extra year on that rookie contract. So I mean, hey, you can, we got some time to see if he develops and what we can do with him.
Can keep him around for cheap too.
Right.
Cheap.
Right.
Yeah, for cheap.
Right. Well, thank you for that. Those are the comment cards. Thank everybody who took the time out. If you're watching this, leave us a comment. We'll read yours. There's a possibility we can read yours on the next show. Of course, visit us at Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Lots of great articles and things going on over there. We're moving and trying to continue this thing on. But we've reached a time in the show that's everybody's favorite part, and that's the dessert with our man Curt.
All right, so Dessert with your man Curt is brought to you by Delightful Bites, custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. The football special is still going on because the season's still going on. You get 4 helmets, 4 logos of your favorite teams, and 4 footballs for $35. You can go over to Delightful Bites over at Facebook, or you can email her at delightfulbites18@gmail.com. Delightful Bites, get your cookie on. Got a couple of quick announcements because it's so tasty. Jason Kabenda has been announced. He is the Lions Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee for his community work. So shout out to Jason Kabenda for doing his thing. Came here a linebacker, and now he is one of the best fullbacks in the NFC. And then over on the young fella, the rookie, my man Mike, went ahead and showcased him yesterday. The Sun God, Amon-Ra St. Brown, has been nominated for the NFL Rookie of the Week. So shout out to Jason Kabenda. Shout out to the Sun God, Mr. St. Brown himself, for those big achievements this week. That is your dessert with your man Curt, brought to you by Delightful Bites. Like I tell you, Delightful Bites, get your cookie on. Hey, now it's time to take a stroll, baby, on over to that wall of fame. We got Crystal Wiley bringing it in, John Kapler, my guy Jimbo G, David Anderson, and he's the king of everything because he's what? The everything king. For our silver members, we got Cap Ice Cold. You know how Cap Ice Cold gets down. Jason Portis and you got Mr. Scotty the Bear, the Frenchman, baguettes, and all that, holding it down over there in our several members crew. And then the gold members, $1 million. We got my man Doug Prince 72, who was holding it down in the comment cards the last couple of days. Dominic Davis. We got Miles Gibbs, just in the D. And you know, Mr. Rough and Raw himself, North End Ken, and the Doctor. Dr. Detroit is always in. Now, we're still kind of working out the kinks for the gold members for their meeting. We're going to start it up again soon, but be patient with us. You know, there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that we're still trying to work out. So once we can get it back on track, we'll let you know. We're going to restart the gold members meetings right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. So stay patient with us. We know that you're paying for that extra for that, but we're going to get you. We're going to get it to you real soon. Right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. It's time for final thoughts. My man, Coach Mike, what you got for your final thoughts for today?
Yeah. First of all, I want to say shout out to Forrester, my man Forrester, who he called the Jason Kabinda signing as a possible fullback for us a couple years ago when that happened, and you know, I remember everything, Forrester. So shout out to my man Forrester, man. He called it out, man. But I just want the Lion fans to really realize that I'm not wishing bad things upon the Lions, because I would never, man. I got season tickets, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a Lion. I love the Lions. I've been watching the Lions for a long time. What I'm saying, people, is don't be kind of bad, right? You know what I'm saying? Don't be, you know, we a little bit bad. We got 3 wins this year. That's better than 1. And we got 4 years. That's better than 1. Because sometimes it's just not. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's not good to win 3 games and then that sets you up for, you know, okay. You know, when you see a player that you want and you got your eye on, go get them, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying, man. You know, I'm not wishing that bad upon the Lions. I love the Lions, man. I'm one of the biggest Lions fans there are, man. So just keep that in mind, man. I love the Lions, okay? I love the Lions, but
they be coming for your neck.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Thank you for that, Mike. I want to kind of piggyback on that. My final thoughts are kind of aligned with my man Mike this morning. Y'all can't say I don't want this team to win. I didn't pick them to win every single game this year. I didn't pick some outrageous scores, and that's a little bit of facetiousness, but I truly thought that we could have won a bunch of these games, and we could have. But we didn't. You have to understand, you know, exactly what goes into that, I guess. But, you know, however it goes, I'm going to be okay with however it goes, because I ain't really got no other choice. So if they, you know, if we win 3 or 4, I'll be pissed, but, you know, whatever. I'll still root for whoever we end up picking. I'll be, you know, it'll be the story that goes on and goes on and goes on. And it'll be told by the same people that's saying, you want your team to lose? That's crazy. Then when we, you know, oh, y'all won all them games, you could have had Thibodeau. Now look at them, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, once again, if you don't got nothing else better to say, just say something. Like, just don't say it at all. Just shut up. It's okay to just shut up sometimes.
Yeah. Getting back to the main topic to close it out, the Lions celebrated just about enough. You know, they celebrated enough. You know what I'm saying? You look at this team and where we're at right now. That win could have been our 5th win of the season. That could have been the 5th win of the season. With the 3 walk-off wins and the tie. That could have been our 5th win of the season. And to have to go through all that just to get to that 1 win, for the coaching staff, like we said, like for Sheila Ford Hamp and for the community of Oxford, there's a lot of emotion going out in that game. And I think it was that we had seen it so many times where it went the other way. For it to go our way, that's what you seen, that big celebration for the Lions. And the players, I think the players were happy for Dan Campbell. If you look at how the players reacted in the locker room to Dan Campbell getting that and making sure he had the game ball, game ball is for you, coach. And they really wanted to play. They really want to play for Dan Campbell. And I'm gonna look at that, how Dan Campbell may be key for our free agency coming up in the next couple of years, and how players may want to come just to play for him. But I digress. Hey, thank you for everyone for checking us out right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Last time Detroit Lions Talk. We really appreciate it. You know, it's what up? It's hump day, baby. or what up though Wednesday, however you get down. The grind is almost here, done for the week. You're on the down slope, baby, but you know what you got to do for me. You got to get that napkin. You know what I'm saying? You got to them crumbs off your face, finish your drink and get back to work, baby. And whatever you do in life, you know what you got to do. You got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, LL and Coach Mike, this is Curt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon. We love you, Jim.